Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for October 2025. And yeah, we got a little bracket for you right now. We're going to show you who it's going to be. The stakes are high. It's going to be Meme versus Oscar and Iball versus Cobra. And then the two winners are going to play against one another to determine who makes it into the semifinals. And this will be our first semifinalist determined of the month. So that is exciting. Meme versus Oscar, Iball versus Cobra. And we have an entire bracket or quadrant of the bracket with people who have not won a Masters event. So there will be somebody in the mix who will not have won. So that is, keep an eye on that. Anyway. Yeah, who else is? I think, so Dog is through versus Knight, right? And I don't think anybody else is through even to the top 8, right? Yeah, so Akatu is the only one sitting there in the top 8. So there's another person who has not won. All right. So good. Okay, yeah. So anyway, Meme versus Oscar, Iball versus Cobra, winner versus winner for a top 4 spot. Let's take a look at our rules. Yes, there are rules. The rules are that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. On NTSC consoles, players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, experience, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used by their electronical or mechanical biological turbo only. These are best of 5 matches, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Super kill screen should be turned on. Uncapped scores, same piece sets, re-rolled, not incremented. Players should not receive any in-game advice. They should not pause unless the commentator tells them to, and the score speaks, players. So if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing, and I will make a judgment. Assume your game will count. Do not pause and ask for further instructions. I will give you further instructions verbally, vocally, or in text. Okay, got it? Easy? Good. The winner. Yeah, they get absolutely something, and our prize pool is in need of a little help. So winner and other people will get a share of a prize pool that stands right now at $1,333.96. Our goal, as always, is $2,000 on the month. And if we do that, we will pay our top 8, which we would really love to do. It's really good when 1/4 of the field gets a prize. That is nice for that to happen. So if you want to keep attracting Tetris players to come back to this tournament, which means they're going to continue practicing and getting better and better. And this also gives players funds that they can use, if they win, to travel and go to live events and go to college and, make themselves better, more productive, and happy person. Well, that's really up to you guys because the prize pools are 100% funded by you, the viewers. So if you want to help with all that, I know it's a lot of pressure, but use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The link that says Masters Event, that is the one. Click on that to be taken to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right hand corner is where you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or even your Discord or battle.net account even. And it's like 10 accounts you can log in with. And once you're logged in, you can you can contribute to the prize pool and consider doing it. Whatever you got, 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, $666.04. Whatever you got, just dump it all in there. You don't need it. The players need it. Okay? Doesn't matter who needs it. You might need it, but put it in anyway. Anyway, if you're watching after the fact, you can go to go.ctm.gg/prize. You can take you to the very same link. Okay? That is how to support the players. To support the channel, there's a lot of different ways to support us, one of which is patreon.com/monthly Tetris, where you can make an ongoing pledge of support to keep the channel going. Just like these people have done. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim, Emerald, Potato, Keka, Jevon T, Jason Sunny Jr., and a lot of other people, almost all of whom are on this slide, a couple of which are not. Sorry. Didn't mean it. Sorry. I'll get you on that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it tonight. If I don't do it by tomorrow's broadcast, I don't know what I'll do. I won't do anything. I'll just probably sweep it under the rug and not remember. But anyway, a lot of different ways to support us. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. Here's Matt Chirino. Here's the support command. Here's the bracket command by the bracket command. Yeah, use that support command. Okay, that'll bring you some ways to support us. Not all Patreon. If you don't like Patreon, some people don't. You can make a recurring contribution via PayPal. So that's a thing. The link should be there in the chat. Other ways to support us: YouTube, Super Chat, Super Stickers, Super Thanks, whatever. Channel memberships, gift channel memberships, YouTube. I already said that. Twitch, you got bits, subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, gaming sub. Use it or lose it. Don't lose it. Use it on us. Okay? Enough? Support us. Okay? Okay? Just do it. Don't think. Just do it. Okay? Great. Let's see. Oh, I don't even have our players up. Let me put the player. This is where we start. Blank slate. What are the seeds? The seeds are 3 and 19, right? All right. Left 3, right 19. This is our blank slate, and then we're gonna flop it all around. All right. Meme is not showing. Meme's capture is not showing, so that's not my fault. That's Meme's. So refresh Meme on 3, Oscar on 19, refresh them all. Gotta refresh them all. So Oscar says he might be 20 minutes late. Oscar is in chat, so let me see. Oscar, are you still going to be 20 minutes late? Yeah. All right, there we go. Anyway, we were talking earlier about like people who like quoting movies as their entire personality and like what movie it is. But I forgot, like, you know, of course, South Park was like the biggest thing for like the bunch of years, people doing that. Oh, does it say Meme 14th? I don't think Meme is 14th. Is that right? That's not right. Meme is 5th, so not sure how that happened. I can try to fix it. I thought I did fix it. We might be waiting a few minutes for Oscar, so Meme, if you need to step away and do something, that is okay. What is Meme's PB? Meme's PB is, let's look at CTM Facts and Logic 13.2. All right, we'll go find a meme head. I have the head of like dozens of Tetris players in my little software here. All right, so goodbye Iball. Hello Meme. And you're in the red and not pink bracket. Let's change that. Oh, and you're a US American as well. pink. Goodbye. Hello, red. Export. There it is. What are you, seed 3? Seed 3. You're not sure why the capture card isn't working? All right, well, it's good that Oscar is going to be late then. All right, you have a capture. All right, Oscar, you're here. And the capture card is working. Oh my God, everything's coming up roses. Wow. All right, Oscar is here. All right, players, the pieces are about to be delivered. Oscar, do you need another minute or something? Are you good? Yeah, really. That's not 20 minutes. But, you know, under promise, over deliver. You're good. All right. I'm going to put the pieces in the chat, players. Vandy, did you catch Robin versus Rose? I did not get to. I did have to step away. Or I might have been, actually, I might have been streaming during that, now I think about it. Might have been streaming. Yeah, see, look how we create the illusion that we're like in the person's room. We got to use like colors so that it all looks seamless behind the play field and the tournament placard there. See what we do? The magic of television. All right, let's see how much Oscar we have today. All right, this is all the Oscar we're going to get. Got to stretch Oscar out a little bit. He's on stretch cam. All right, so we're going to have like large Oscar, medium meme. Memium. Memium. All right, well, it looks like we are ready to go. 2 players are ready, and 2 players, are they on seed? Yes. 93EA76, Meme versus Oscar. This is the round of 16. The winner of this moves on to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Memium sounds like premium meme. Yeah, memium. Memium overdose. Well, the left side of your screen, it is meme. That doesn't rhyme, so I don't have to do a hell yeah, right? Yeah, meme qualified into seed number 3 with a 1.67 average of her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. That's right, over a rollover, over a max out, guys. Can you believe it? Yeah, over a rollover in an hour, average of 2. Meme from the United States of America. How united these states are. I mean, I couldn't even imagine a more united states. Meme has got a PB of 13.2 million. That is a top 5 score. And speaking of top 5, Meme is also in the top 5 in the most recent Premier poll, which is a ranking of competitive Tetris players. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Now, of course, you've seen Meme most recently playing in the Jonas Cup. She got into the top 16 of that. Took top 4 along with her partner Huff in the Jonas Cup team relay. Was also top 8 in the Mind Meld. You've also recently seen Meme, the Northeast Regional, taking the top 4. That was back in September. And most recent tournament win was the Minnesota Regional back in August. Defeated Fractal in the finals of that one. Also took top 4 at Space City Regional. So there's a lot of regionals, and Meme is at a lot of them. She also took second at the Columbus one this year. Also made it out to CTWC's DAS Championship as well. Meme is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player and was the runner-up this year against Alex T. It was really a tournament for the ages overall. 257 for Meme, 249 for Oscar. Meme also a game crasher, and is the only player, I think still, unless somebody's done it in the last couple of weeks, to have a 1.3 with DAS on a 19th start. Seems crazy. Colin says she won CTW Live in Cleveland. I don't know what CTW is. 283 for Meme, 294 for Oscar. And on the right side, it is Oscar. Anyway, I'm just kidding. That's it. Got him. No, Oscar qualified in seed number 19. Some people get mad when I do that. They're like, that's not fair. That's not nice. No, it's a red bracket. I don't care. Anyway, Oscar started all the way in round 1 and defeated Chroma, and then moved on to round 2 to play ID Kirby. And yeah, defeated Kirby and to make it here to the top 16. This is Oscar's gotta be. I don't think Oscar's made it into the top 16 before, so I think this is Oscar's deepest run in the 32 player version of CTM Masters. You've seen Oscar in the Classic Tetris community since September of 2020 playing stuff. First match ever was against D-Lo, but has played in WPL qualifiers, LATAM, various levels of the LATAM one, CTWC Mexico. Has is still alive in Mega Dasters. Played in Tap Masters, CTWC SoCal. Played in CTWC Silver this year. Got to play a match against. Oscar's had he's living my dream. I mean, he's better than me at Tetris first, but he got to play Corion in CTWC Silver and then got to play Joseph in Tap Masters, right? So just playing Legends, just gets to play all the Legends. 529 for Meme, 514 for Oscar. Oscar played in CTWC Gold Bracket in 2024 as well. You've seen him at the Desert Qualifier in 2024. So we're into level 19 and 20. Oscar back by about 20,000 points and back by 6 lines. So it's pretty much neck and neck right now. All right, Arctic in chat saying playing Cards Against Humanity with Zoomers is a miserable experience. Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like, no sense of humor. 662 for me. Yeah, that's right. No, that's my generalization. My unfair generalization. No Zoomer has a sense of humor. All right, you can quote me. It's not true. 719 for me. I'm not the one who generalized. It was Arctic, so blame Arctic. 720 for me. 698 for Oscar. Tio says, yeah, that's it. Zoomers never laugh, actually. I mean, kinda. I don't know. Where I remember people laughing, like in situations where I remember laughing, Zoomers just go, bro! Like, they don't laugh. They just say, bro! Or something like that. Or, bro, you know, like, they just have an exclamation. Bruh, you know, they don't laugh. 878 for me. 84. It's red bracket, so it's time for spice. Iball says, no way, that's so true. Yeah, like, allow yourself to laugh. It feels good. Okay, it feels good to laugh. They cackle once or twice. Pumpy already knows. Pumpy is here and knows. 975 for me. 914 for Oscar. Iball says, why did you point that out? Now I'm never going to unhear it. I mean, it's kind of true. It's a bit performative. It's not authentic, right? They're inhibited. Not everybody. You can't generalize like that, obviously. A17 for me, but it happens way more now than it did. Just saying. A52 for me. 988 for Oscar. I mean, it could just be like all the boomers hanging around these Zoomers are not that funny, right? Possibly. So Meme is on 29, has a 1.1, just about to head into 30. A31 for Oscar. He's got the max out. All right, so Meme trying to fight this stack down. Oscar is back by about 60,000 points. Meme still fighting. Oscar is clean now. Meme is clean. Drilled back down to the bottom, trying to set up. Meme is set up. Oh, no, and Oscar is going to hang a bar on the right side. Oscar tops out at A71. He had the max level 30, not going to be enough. And Meme is going to take game number 1. Yeah, Pumpy Heart. Next time I don't know, somehow on a stream with Pumpy, or he's on a stream and I'm in the chat. We need Pumpy to do his like Zoomer cackle. Like, what do you think? Is it like, or what is it? Like, what is it? Like, no way, bro. Like, I don't know. It's something like something like that. It's like 1 or 2 cackles. I don't know if I know how to cackle. How do you cackle? I mean, I guess I kind of don't laugh either. I'm a little repressed, right? So I guess I'm kind of like, you know, I'll be like, that. Oh, that was funny. I guess I'm a. It's a witch cackle. All right, Pumpy, we'll have to. I chuckle. I do chuckle. There's the rollover for Meme. No, that's fine. You get one. You get one, Meme. You got it. All right, new pieces. After that, it's 100,000 points per Mullen. Alpha 9, Alpha Alpha 3D. All right, both players ready. Game number 2. Oscar looking to win game 2 to tie it up. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. She's hacking the piece. She's hacking. The pieces are not meant to move that fast. How does a commentator not see this? Oh my God. What? Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. I don't think the narrator pays any attention to YouTube chat. Am I the narrator? I guess I'm the narrator. Josh, what is a Gemini? Gemini ad? What is Gemini? Gemini. All right, Meme is set up for a dirty. Looking for the bar. Oscar looking to uncover. Has to use the bar to do that. And Meme has to use the bar to uncover as well. So some bars going to waste. Vandy, name. Oh, no, I don't know what happened to Oscar here. He's killing a snake or something. Vandy, name 5 Mexicans. Okay, can I? Do you count? Pollo says, Vandy, name 5 Mexicans. Otherwise, you are biased towards your fellow American right now. Can I name Pollo and Oscar? Oh, all right. Let me think. Oh my God. I can't name 5. $221 for Meme, 181 for Oscar. Frida Kahlo. Let me think. I'm trying to think. Why can't I name? I can't. What, Pollo and Oscar don't count? That's not fair. The problem is I can't 100% guarantee that the person I name is from Mexico, and if they're from like some other country, then that'll be even worse. Oh, the president. I remember. All right, the old president of Mexico, Vicente Fox. That's one. I can remember that. Oh, there's got to be baseball players, right? Vicente Fox. Well, he's Mexican. You. All right, 337 for Meme, 353 for Oscar. I don't know what Oscar is typing. All right. Vinny Castilla was a. Yeah, I don't know. Something's happening on Oscar's side. And yeah, there's something happening. I think he's trying to fix something. This doesn't. This, I don't know. I feel like he was trying to fix something the whole time. And now he's frozen. So I just didn't get a good feeling about this match, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. There is something weird going on. Yeah, I don't know. I think Oscar's having technical problems, really starting from very early on, and now that he's offline, when the technical problems happened, they were basically tied. So, Meme, we're gonna call this a top out. I just didn't have a good feeling about this match from the beginning. So. And it's not just because I couldn't name 5 Mexicans. Oh, Carlos Slim, right? The business guy. All right, let me see. I'm going to refresh both these players. Oscar's 19, right? I just, there's something early on that I'm like, I think Oscar's having trouble. He's not just memeing. So I just don't think it's fair to, he's trying to fix technical issues in the middle of the game. So we don't need that. Oh, Fernando Valenzuela, right? I know there's a bunch of boxers, but I can't really. I don't know offhand. All right, Pollo, name 5 Americans. I'm embarrassing myself. Why? I don't have people categorized as like what their ethnicity and race is. Sorry. I don't think like I just don't have people categorized that way. That's right. That's right, Suds. I don't. No, you can't name me. You can't name any Tetris players. Trying to think who else. Yeah, what's his message? I don't see his message. My computer. No, we're not giving your point to meme. That's not. We don't do that. We don't give points to people. You earn them, and you were tied when it went off. That we don't do that. You earn points through Tetris. It's classic Tetris monthly, not, you know, computer crashless donate points monthly. Are you back on or no? Oh, you're back on. Okay. Oscar, you have to crash dodge, Oscar. If you learned to crash dodge, you would have been fine. 290, 615 players. Oh, is Selena? What about Selena? Or is she American? I don't know. See, this is the other thing, is there are people who are like Mexican ethnicity, but they were born in the U.S. Maybe they don't count. I don't know. It's very complicated. All right. Looks like both players, 290, 615. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. Oscar has no score. There it is. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, not classic technicalities monthly. Exactly. And thankfully, since this is the real game 2, we don't have to put the part where I couldn't name 5 Mexicans. But I actually did, right? Guillermo del Toro, the director. Right? See, this is the problem. I can't 100% guarantee, like, oh no, they're actually, you know, I don't know. They were actually born in Honduras and then they moved to Mexico. You're so stupid. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. And really, in the end, I don't care. All right, Mr. Brain, you are banned. That's it. You are done. Mr. Brain. Mr. Brain, how dare you? 150. Now 173 for me, 207 for Oscar. So yeah, we're replaying game number 2. There was a technical issue during the original game number 2, and the players were separated by less than a Tetris worth of points. See, again, like, there are some people that I want to name, but I don't know if they're just, you know, their background is Mexico or if they were born there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. What's that guy? Carlos Santana, right? The rock guy, the guitar guy. 309 for Oscar, 316 for Meme. So I know, I know a few. It just takes me a little bit to get going. Okay. Isn't he American? I don't think so. It took me a little bit to get there, but Pollo, I think I won't say risen to the challenge, but I have limped along to the challenge. Okay. 410 for Meme, 403 for Oscar. I get an A-. I'll take it. I'll take it. What's up, Vizamp? How's it going? Now, yeah, don't make me name any more. Don't make me name any more people from a country. That's it. 456 Meme, 433 for Oscar. Vandy, can you name 6-7 people from Bulgaria? Tetris, you are banned. $502 for Oscar through 110, $525 for Meme. This is basically, oh, look at the Vits for Oscar. What a mad lad. I mean, I can name one Bulgarian. Pretty much it. I mean, just Leo from Tetris. That's it. No Tetris players? Oh. Oh, he's a DAS player. Does that count? 574 for Oscar, 597 for Meme. Meme is into 19 at 600. Long bar down, Tetris. That's right. Tetris says, good point. I'd probably do better with Canadians than Mexicans, I think, right? I think I could name more Canadians. But I'm not proud of it. 604 for Oscar, 653 for Meme. Let's hear it, Iball. No more. I'm not naming anyone. No more people from countries for free. I mean, yeah, I could name 5 Canadian Tetris players, right? So. $668 from Oscar, $725 from Meme. Blank wants me to name the Canadians. Well, not for free. Oh, Meme with a little misdrop there, but this should be easily burnable. Vandy, what are your thoughts on Vanna White? I don't have any particular thoughts on Vanna White. 765 for Meme, 738 for Oscar. I mean, she's a beautiful, gracious lady who seems very happy. So I don't know what else to... I don't really have any thoughts. Tetris for Oscar, 804, 779 for Meme. Ryan Seacrest hosting Wheel of Fortune. Thoughts? Yeah, I do. I am not a Ryan Seacrest fan. 908 for me, 905 for Oscar. What does she actually do? Well, she's a co-host the game show, The Wheel of Fortune. Max out for me. I'm on 28. Is she still doing Wheel of Fortune? I think so. All right, meme into 29 at A84. Oscar is still looking for one more Tetris before he gets into 29. And Oscar board starting to climb. He's on 29, but that is not going to be survivable. Top out for Oscar at A93. And meme is good in game number 2. All right, meme's trying to quickly start a rollover streak. He's got the max streak. There's Tetris meme D52. I do remember one weird video of Vanna White in it must have been in the 90s, and I don't remember where this was, but somehow maybe it was like she was like some grainy 80s video. F45 for me. Nice tuck there. You set up again. And something like, I think it might have been an infomercial or something. And she was using her shower nozzle as like a water pick to floss her teeth. And she was advising that everyone says, oh, yes. Did you know that you can use your shower nozzle as a water pick to instead of flossing your teeth? Like that's like the other weird memory I have. Another rollover for meme. So back-to-back comp ones. Yeah, like a found footage kind of video. Oh yeah, Weird Al did have a, yeah, it's kind of like a found footage fest kind of everything is terrible kind of video. Yeah, comp back-to-back. The middle game doesn't count. All right, new pieces, players, when you're ready. 205F32. But yeah, it's probably on YouTube. And Weird Al has a song about Vanna White. I remember that. Oh yeah, you know, she seems fine. I mean, I don't know what opinion am I supposed to have of Vanna White? Vizamp seems to comport herself with dignity. I don't know. (205F32). All right, both players ready. All right, game number 3, Meme and Oscar. Oscar needs to win to stay in. Meme looking to wrap it up right now. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I guess it's the red bracket, so we can get a little unhinged here, you know. We can count Mexicans. We can talk about Vanna White. It's fine. Hana, yeah, we were early. You missed us. We were counting. We were doing that. There's not the same chemistry with Ryan Seacrest. Yeah, I don't like Ryan Seacrest. Maybe I'm just jealous because he's so handsome and talented. I don't know. I just don't like him. He's just kind of vapid. $114 for Oscar, 95,000 for Meme. You feel like Ryan should be turning the letters over instead of telling the older lady what to do all the time on Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you know, Vanna White is beloved, right? By the Wheel of Fortune viewers, I'm sure. I thought she was going to quit when Pat Sajak quit, but I wonder if the producers didn't want them both to quit at the same time. Or retired, right? Not quit, retired. Well, retiring is a type of quitting, okay? Yeah, retirees are quitters. 202 for Meme, 279 for Oscar. Vandy, do you believe that Brondo has what plants crave? Yep, it does. 326 for Oscar, 219 for Meme. Tetris Wars rating, party of 13, so a huge raid from Tetris Wars. Thank you for the raid, Tetris Wars. By the way, Evan J, thanks for the Prime sub, 6 months. Also, Mentis with the Prime sub. Why is quiet quitting considered so bad when retiring regarded as the end goal? Well, quiet quitting, that was the trend, you know, back during our like 2-year fun time. And that is wrong because you're still accepting the paycheck and you're just not putting in the effort for the pay that you're being given in, and you're just hoping to sneak around and, you know, not put any work in or as much work in. So it's not right. Tetris for me, 343, 446 for Oscar. It's like, you don't have to work, but you don't have to deceive someone to keep getting a paycheck. That's not right. $412 for Meme, $497 for Oscar. Oscar has 7 lines in hand. Have Iball and Cobra already played? Sadly, no. we're an hour into the broadcast. We've played 2 games to completion. $481 for me and $547 for Oscar. Meme is into 19 at 505. Oh, no, and that is going to be a top out for Oscar, and he did so when Meme was already 980 points ahead. So Meme is going to take game number 3. Meme, you will be advancing and ending your rollover streak. There you go. All right, we are going to run an ad real quick. I almost ended the stream on YouTube. And then we're going to bring in Cobra versus Iball. 6 and 11. All right, ready? Here we go. Goodbye 3, hello 6. Goodbye 19, hello 11. All right, let me just bring up the right names. Refresh all the people. 11. And 6. Okay. Cobra is offline. How much do you have to donate to get an updated Cobra pic? Just get the pic. Just give me the picture. I mean, I don't have it. Maybe Cobra is playing a CTL match. Seriously, I don't know what I will do. I mean, what? All right, so he was at 2025 CTWC. Does he have a photo in there? He might. All right, let me see if he's. Let's see if I have it. Dropbox headshots. Cobra. Ping. I don't have a headshot for him in the CTWC 2025 list. I don't see it in there. I'm in that folder. I don't see it. So somebody get me a better pick and I'll use it. Like, I literally have no other picture of him in the folders that I'm a member of. Vandy, you got to change my photo soon. Why? You look awesome. I'm trying. I want to believe that this broccoli cut thing is just a phase, and you'll go back to like Samson hair phase at some point. Yeah, do I have one? Maybe I don't have one for 2025. Let's look. I'm gonna look. Do I have one for Iball in the folder? Iball. I guess I must not be in the right folder because I don't have one for Iball. Maybe I'm not. Oh wait, no, I do have one. Let me look at it. Well, the problem with Iball's stupid. Oh, I was gonna say, all right, I have one. I'll fix it. I'll get it to that next time. I was gonna say he's like pointing at the camera, so I just have this blurry hand. But then I saw he has another one. He's like, oh, I'm such a badass. I'm pointing at the camera, man. All right. At some point, this top player privilege with players' hands not being on cam, it's got to end. I got to crack down on Cobra and Dog. They're like, oh, we're top players. Rules don't apply. Oh, there we go. That's all you had to do for months. Cobra, for months, that's all you had to do. Oh my God. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you the pieces. Oh my God. True. Why does Dog never have his hands on the screen? Because cheating. Colin says in the profile pics, Iball has long hair and Cobra has short hair, and the cams are the opposite. What does this mean? This is what the YouTube commenters were saying at Rebirth. He's cheating. Check him hands. All right, the pieces are in the chat. Let's 52E3EC. What is it? 52E3EC. All right, you've had plenty of time to warm up, Iball. If you haven't learned how to play Tetris now, you're not going to learn in the next 2 minutes. So let's go. Yeah, we're wasting perfectly good internet on this warm-up. Like, that's the thing. You know, internet will be perfect for Iball's garbage game. But then as soon as we start the match, you know what's going to happen. You know it. You know it. He's laughing because he knows. Well, he's not laughing. He's just two cackles going, bro. I don't care. It's a good pace game. This is tournament time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You've been waiting the whole time. Let's go. And somebody else's evening depends on you guys' match. So let's go. 52E3EC. All right, looks like both players are ready. This is a top 16 match. Pink bracket, Iball versus Cobra. The winner of this match will move on to the top 8 to face Meme for a top 4 spot. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the, oh my goodness. People are still talking about Vanna White. Vizamp, you have a little... maybe you're a little preoccupied with that Vanna White. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Iball, qualified into seed number 6, so got an automatic bye into the round of 16. Qualified in with a 1.56 million. Iball is a Canadian. Don't tell anyone. It's got a PB of 4.75 million according to the thing that I saw today, which is a pretty good score for a PB. That's a top 20 score. It's ranked number 7 in the most recent Premier poll. Premier poll is a ranking of competitive Tetris players. And you can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. Well, where have you seen Iball? You've seen Iball recently making it to the top 4 in the Classic Tetris World Championship in Pasadena, and went out against Meme, who of course went to the finals. So Iball trying to get through Cobra, maybe exact a little revenge against Meme, looking for that opportunity. Also was the runner-up in the Masters event in May of this year, went out against Dog in those finals. He's the runner-up in CTWC Canada. That was a regional tournament that was in Montreal. I was present, and I was the main commentator. Game Scout was the commentator, and I was the main commentator. Iball overall. That's like old school memes in Tetris. Anyway, Iball overall a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player. Played all the way back in 2021 as well. He's also won a Challengers and a Futures circuit. Played in the 2025 Columbus WPL Regional. And he's Canadian, and he's known for running SMB, Super Mario Brothers games. But I don't know. What do you think? Is he better at Tetris, or is he better at SMB? One. I wonder. 277 for Iball, 274 for Cobra. There's a skim and a Tetris for Cobra, 297. They're separated by 2 lines. Cobra ahead by about 17,000 points, something like that. Anyway, that is Iball. On the right side of your screen, Cobra, seed number 11. Qualled in with a 1.41 million, average of 2. And defeated Wallbant in round 2 to make it to these top 16 matches. He's got a PB of 5.28 million. That is a top 15 score, and he's ranked 15 in the Premier poll. I'm not sure why it says 13, but he's ranked 15. So is that right? Let me double check. No, he's ranked 15. Yeah, so the slide is wrong. Not sure why it says that. So we'll have to bring the interns in for a meeting. 419 for Cobra, 399 for Iball. Ronkley says, online facts, Iball is 27th in SMB any percent and 7th in the Premier poll, so is definitely better at Tetris. Yep. I mean, he was top 4 in CTWC this year. What was his ranking in SMB, championship? I watched a video on it. I don't even think he was there. So whatever. All right, little adjust there for Iball to get that long bar over to the left. It's going to clean up his board substantially. 461, 493 for Cobra. You don't need to talk back. No jawing, Iball. You just play Tetris. It's what you're the best at anyway. So you just play Tetris. Anyway, Cobra. Yeah, you have seen Cobra doing what? What has he done lately? Well, of course, he won the Boston Regional this year against Huffaluffagus in the final. Space City Regional was in the top 4 of that a few months ago. Also played in the DAS Championship. Finished in the top 8 of the Classic Tetris World Championship this year, where he made his second appearance as a gold bracket player. 558 for Iball, 586 for Cobra. Cobra also a 3-time Mega Masters player, at his best finish, top 16 this year in that. And also played in Mega Dasters this month, although he is out. 611 for Iball, 664 for Cobra. Also played in our Lone Star event in 2024. In our No Next Box stupid tournament earlier this year. 720 for Cobra, 639 for Iball. And as you can see, he likes hockey. But he refuses to call it a hockey sweater. He calls it a hockey jersey. And I don't know. If I cared about hockey, I would be affronted. But I don't, so I'm not. 723 for Iball, 778 for Cobra. Cobra won the Boston 2 parity. That's right. I mentioned that. $837 Cobra, 781 for Iball. Level 23. So now got 50 lines to go until the next speed increase. That's going to happen at level 29, 230 lines. Then after that, players will have 100 lines until the super kill screen kicks in at level 39. Arctic says calling it a jersey was a long-term play to tilt Iball. Oh, that's possible. Wouldn't put it past him. Doing the long con. Tetris Cobra 993, 910 for Iball. Kind of a C- stencil from Cobra. That might be on my side, actually. I'm worried about trying to fix it, but I will take a look. Yeah, it's not on my side, so I'll fix it. Max out for both players. Iball at A11, Cobra at A95, so he's on the cusp of a 1.1. All right, hopefully that's a little better. Thank you, Short Sword. Who has the best stencils? Oh, that's a good question. Let me think. Who has the best stencils? Steel? Still a good stencil. Yeah, it's hard to remember who's like good. And I should, we should have a Stencil of the Year award, I think. B40 for Iball, C53 for Cobra, level 30. And that's going to be a top out for Cobra, level 30, C58. So chase down for Iball is C59. Did I see your question? I did, but I was doing other things. So Iball kind of in a pickle here. Needs to chase this down. Gets a long bar over triple. And there it is. Iball is good. No problem. He says, shakes his head. I'm fine. Iball goes up 1-0 with the chase down. Super Hujera really wants me to read this question. What if there was a Tetris ROM hack that shows your next Tetramino in the level position, which you will see it easier? I think that would throw players off at this point because they're used to seeing the next box where it is. And maybe it wouldn't throw them off that long, but I don't think it's really problematic. Like, I think you're thinking that players are like looking at the bottom of their stack, but I don't know. Most of the time, the area of concern is mostly right along the bottom of the next box. So I don't think that's going to really solve anything. So there you go. Yeah, you would think, a pattern recognition game would have players you can get on stencil perfectly, but I don't care. You're better at Tetris, but you're playing Mario 1 yesterday for the first time forever, got 2 runs in a row at the end of 8-2. Iball, are you trying to chase that bounty? I saw that in the Cosmic video. Is that what you're trying to do? Just catch lightning in a bottle and get the bounty? You're not that good? Yeah, I know. I didn't want to say it out loud, though. I was just waiting for you to say it. Anyway. Pieces are CC812B. CC812B. Yo, yeah, Miles is always good on stencil. Miles has great stencil. I'm gonna give kudos to Miles for being on stencil. All right, looks like both players are ready. Seeds are not good. Someone just got seed checked, bro, and it is Iball.
Iball, you just got seed checked, bro.
All right. Good. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, Iball's up 1-0 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yeah, Cobra, I think Cobra, this thing is way off. Maybe I didn't update. Was he the same seed last month, actually? I don't think I updated his seed. I think I looked quickly and said, oh yeah, I guess I did his. Someone look and see if he was the same seed. That's probably... What happened? Wait, what just happened? They wouldn't let you move the piece? All right. Yeah, we're going to redo this one. I'll believe you. Yeah, go ahead and top out. It looks like... Can you just check and make sure your controller's good? Yeah, it's going to be a redo. You turned on DAS mode by accident? How did you do that? Oh, man. That's how Andy lost CTWC DAS, right? Oh, man. So now you know how Andy feels. All right, you're good. All right, just increment DD812B. So DD players, DD. Okay, looks like both players ready. Let's go. Game number 2 for real on God No Cap. 1-0 Iball. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. I'll get 67 push down for you. If you get 67 push down, you're disqualified. Oh, dude, you're out. That's it. Is there a list of all seeds played in competition? I don't think so. $20Dan03, thanks for the sub on Twitch. Appreciate that. 54 months. Thank you very much. Evan J, by the way, if I didn't get your Prime sub earlier, then thank you. All right, 74,000 Iball, 54,000 Cobra. Vizamp, you seem to have a preoccupation with the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know who you're having this conversation with, to be honest. I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know why he's talking about it. It's fine. You can say whatever you want, man. Engagement. It's great. Do it. You know, everybody get in on that. But I don't know why you keep talking about it. Like, love you. But don't know why. Don't know who you're having. You don't know who you're conversing with. 195 Iball, 155 Cobra. So one line apart, Iball up almost to a Tetris early on. $248 Cobra, 266 Iball. What is happening? Why are we still talking about it? I don't get it. There must be some elaborate meme on me. $381 Iball, 365 Cobra here, level 18. Oh, Vizamp, you think is the Andy Kaufman of CTM chat? It could be. Yeah, like we should, once we get Celebrity CTM, we'll have Vanna White on. We'll have, who else should we have on? Oh, Chris Hansen. Yeah, so it's on my list. It's been on my list for a while. It's on my Vandy bucket list, but since it looks like there's going to be CTM in 2026, I don't have to do everything this year. For some reason, these players have the crappiest webcams ever. Well, you are welcome to buy them a new webcam. Like, you know, they're like teenagers or students. Like, what do you want from them? Like, really? Like, you know, what do you want from them? 551 Cobra, 589 Iball. Sorry, we can't all live in your world where just, you know, like 4K webcams fall from the sky. 614 Iball, 575 Cobra. I'm in a mood. Don't. I feel very. Sometimes I feel like I have to defend players. You know, like I don't like when people say stuff about my players. You know what I'm saying? 739 Iball, 654 for Cobra. It's like you don't know people's circumstances, really. You know. I mean, they're doing the best they got. Tetris for Iball, 796, 690 for Cobra. 20 Dan 03 with the facts says camera quality looked incredible at Jonas Cup. Why the downgrade for CTM? I agree. You know, I agree. $698 for Cobra, $830 for Iball. There's a dirty Tetris. Cobra, 100,000 point lead. All right, Vizamp, I'll ask him when the match is over, when the game is over. $924 Iball, $774 for Cobra. All right, both players a little bit high here, but Cobra bringing it down. Iball. Yikes. Opens up that right. Trying to keep it open. There's the bar and Tetris for Iball. Max out. And another Tetris A43. Cobra back by 11 lines, something like that. But also like 200,000 points. There's still plenty of time. The speed is going to increase at 230 lines, level 29, but they will have until level 39. And both players with high enough PBs where they can get it done. Let me update this player placard. I think I was using last month's. There we go. Cobra 29,919, Iball B40 on level 30. Oh, Sharky in the YouTube chat. Wow, we got a big celebrity. And that's going to be a top out for Cobra 970. Iball is good. Game number 2 goes up 2-0. Anyway, Nuno, in this chat, we admire the players and realize that they're doing the best they can. And we respect them. So that's what we do here. Iball, do you celebrate 2 Thanksgivings? Somebody wanted to know. Just one. All right, there you go. You already had yours? Lucky. I want Thanksgiving. A860C3. Well, I got to admit, I don't know. I was watching some YouTube video, some carnivore lady, and she's like, yeah, me and my family, we go to Brazilian steakhouse on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, you know what? God, that's what I want to do. I don't want to make Thanksgiving. I just want Brazilian steakhouse. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Canadians they're already fat and full with their Thanksgiving, so we still have ours ahead of us. The pieces are A860C3, like the mashed potatoes. I like that trashy stovetop stuffing. I got to admit, there's something nostalgic about it. It's not the best. I mean, you can make a great homemade one, but just that stovetop stuffing out of the box, holy moly. It's like so... There's something about it. All right, listen, Iball. You put your pieces in. Guys, Meme is waiting for you. So you guys can talk about hockey or whatever, but all right, let's go. A860C3. Talk about hockey and Thanksgiving, Pat Sajak. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris, game number 3. Wasn't I just saying that, we respect and admire our players and I'm yelling at them? But that's okay. I can do it, okay? People who are in chat all the time can do it. Nuno, you got to put in some more time. Why do the players use gloves? So the players are using the rolling technique, right? Which is where they drum their fingers on the back of the controller. The controller is made of plastic. Their fingers have oils and sweat and whatever, and that can cause fingers to stick. So the gloves reduce friction. So it allows them to smoothly get all 5 taps in. And it probably saves wear and tear on their fingers as well. That's right, David Chu. When you're a star, you could. That's right. You can do it. Listen, it's different, okay? Yeah, to me, it is different. If you're somebody who's been around the community a long time, you interact with people all the time, you know, whatever, and you're here in Discord to take it after you give it, okay, you can come at the players a little bit. But if you're like just kind of, I love new people, you know, but if you're kind of a new person, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Evan J says, I've been here for like a year and a half. Do I have the right to bully people? Only people within 100,000 of your PB. That's it. On some level, you have to be within like one social credit tier level of the person, either up or down. Yeah, you should only make fun of people, you know, unless you have some personal relationship with them. They got to be within 100,000 of your own PB, and then you can make fun of them. That's the rule. Because if you're too good and you're just making fun of like Pumpy Heart or something, then it's, you know, it's what they call punching down. And then if it's players that are way better than you, but you haven't earned the right. But yeah, I don't make fun of max outers. Of course I do, because, you know, that's not the only thing. I'm just saying by default, unless you have some other relationship. And, you know, I'm Vandy, so I can do whatever I want. You also have to be within, like, you know, 100 pounds of them, so that's why I can make fun of Kingsman. $3.99 for Cobra, $3.02 for Iball. Vizamp says, could you imagine Austin Powers turning the letters on Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, baby, yeah. Wow. 324, now 347 for Iball, 445 for Cobra. Evan J, you have homework due in 25 minutes? How do you have homework due in 25 minutes? Dude, I am so glad that I did not go to school in the internet era, like where like you're submitting your homework online or something with some like actual deadline. Like I did my, like, you know, I got to school classes at 8. I was doing my homework at 7:45. Or sometimes I was like slipping it into some part of the teacher's desk to try to, you know, gaslight them into thinking like they misplaced my homework. It's like, no, it's don't you see it? It's right over there. Like, did you leave it over there? Like, imagine having to submit it online with like a hard like deadline and a submission system that you can't game at all. What the heck? That's not right. You got to level the playing field between the students and the teachers. Get rid of all that online homework crap. Yeah, or, you know, like back in the day, sometimes you would submit a thing on disk. And you just hand them like a corrupted disk. Exactly right. RXS knows. Oh, did that happen? Oh, let me get you the real one. And then, you know, like in the meantime, you've actually done the paper. Yeah, let me get you the real one. 576 for Iball, 701 for Cobra on 19. So big 19 transition for Cobra, and really good one for Iball as well. Still, though, about like an 80,000 point difference at transition, even though Iball's got that 600. Oh, yeah, and then getting the day off instead of going on Zoom. It's ridiculous. First of all, if you can go on Zoom to do the class, then don't make kids go in. If Zoom is fine, then why are we bussing all these kids around? And if Zoom is not fine, then just let them have the day off. For goodness sake. 7:31 for Iball, 8:58 for Cobra. Kids don't need social interaction? No, they don't, actually. Not with other kids. All they're going to learn is like the worst habits of the worst kids. That's all they learn at school. Kids are better off learning their social graces from other adults. Not me, but better adults. 7:39 for Iball. He is up high. And that is going to be a top out for Iball. Cobra is good in game number 3. And he will continue on in this tournament. You're like, oh, kids need to be socialized, don't they? I mean, have you seen kids? Is that you think your kids have something to learn from those other ones? Come on. Steel says, yeah, all they learn in is 6-7. Exactly. Short Sword says, intentionally topping a 24 max, but Iball delays the match to warm up 100 lines on 29. Yeah, Iball, yeah, you know. You don't think Vandy has ever met any homeschoolers? I most certainly have. You don't know. And they don't know anything about Updog? What's Updog? T.O., we can't all be the same. Okay? That's what's great about life is it's, marvelous diversity of viewpoints and personalities. I'm going to refresh Iball because I don't trust his thing. Yeah, there it is. Now, just as I say that. Come to think of it, you'd think Updog would be a bigger meme. What's Updog? Iball thinks he's getting DDoS'd. All right, he's fine. It's that QAnon, right? I think they implanted that 5G chip in your head or something. It's got to be one of those. Bill Gates put that chip in your head? It's got to be all that fluoride in the water. Today in physics class, we had to do a bunch of calculations based on Canadian energy data for some reason. Cobra, this is how deep the conspiracy goes. You understand what is happening? They're using kids in physics class to take down the Canadian energy and internet grid? To sabotage classic Tetris matches? What? How deep does this go? Tetris, I don't have another photo. There's no other photo of him. I don't have it. And every time he submits one, it's bad. Like, oh, can you use this? And it's like him at some food truck and like half his face is not on there. We just need an official, CTWC one. D18660. We just need it ready from Iball and we can start. You'll send me one, Tetris? Tetris, I don't think you're really going to send me one. Meme, if you're too tired to continue, I don't blame you. All right, let's go. Iball and Cobra. Iball's up 2-1. Game number 4, 3-2-1, Tetris. You tried to help early by topping a 181 max. Yeah, Cobra, you're here for competition. And that is, aura farming for sure. Because you know who else does that? The highly successful Artiaga brothers. We could learn something. Tetris Cobra, 2 Tetrises to start off game number 4. Cobra looking to tie this one up. Well, the video game bros are not always on time. What I'm saying is that they don't go, oh, I have to mull in every, oh, I 1.1 possible. I must mull in. I got to start a back-to-back streak. They don't do that. They just, they just, all right, I'm here for a tournament. It's time for tournament. So I respect and admire them for that. Vizamp says, I think if I'm being honest, I'm just nervous of seeing Vanna trip wearing high heels. I bet Seacrest would just laugh and keep on spinning. Well, as you get older, it's those stabilizing muscles, right? Trips and falls are like #1 cause of, serious injury or worse for older people. So strength training can help, right? Carry that strength into your older years. You're more likely to survive a trip and fall. How about that? Or prevent one. The more you know. $173 for Iball, 94,000 for Cobra. I mean, Iball's in Canada, so it just might be it's cold up there. Like it's October, so it's probably like 10 below. Tetris Cobra, 163, 219 for Iball. Outside of Wheel of Fortune, what has Pat Sajak and Vanna White even done? Well, Vanna White had some infomercial thing. Pat Sajak had a talk show. But what do you want from them? I mean, they hosted and really brought to prominence like an iconic American television show. Like, what more do you want from them? They've produced, millions and millions of dollars of wealth for their employer. They've achieved personal and financial success for themselves. What else do you want from them? What do you want them to do? If you did the same thing, you would probably have a pretty successful life. $362 for Iball, $307 for Cobra. I mean, really, what have any of us really even done, right? Like nothing. 409 for Iball, 330 for Cobra. Surely CTM counts for something? Yeah, not much. Not much. I brought joy to dozens. 378 for Cobra, 456 for Iball. Oh, Iball with the misdrop of that LP. So that'll burn away easily. There are dozens of us. Oh, that reminds me. That's another TV show or movie that people make their entire personality and just quote it until complete annoyance. Arrested Development. I've been guilty. Arrested Development is the best TV show of all time? I don't know. I like it. It's one of my favorites, but I'm not prepared to say that. The Vitz filled in for Cobra, but he blocks the well, probably negating any of the efficiency he got from the Vitz, but that's the Vitz do be like that sometimes. 548 for Iball, 518 for Cobra. Tetris, Cobra. So we're on 19. Now we're on 20. And Cobra is back by about 29,000 points. Tetris is here worth 25,200. Tetris, Cobra, 612, 665, Iball. There's another Tetris Cobra, 668, 693 for Iball, level 22. Tetris is for both. Still about a 26,000 point lead for Iball. Lines are tied. And that's almost, that's a little bit less than one Tetris now. Tetris, if you are memeing me. Oh. Where is that from? Am I not in that folder? Because I did not have that. Yeah, I think I'm in that folder, but I didn't see it. I'll have to go look. All right, I will. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler Tetris. All right, Tetris Iball. 910, 890 Cobra. Cobra's got the max out on 27. Cobra at 962. All right, we are into the 29 phase on Iball's side. He's got a B29. Cobra, a B04, so basically double 1.1s for these players. Cobra's got to find a way to win this one to stay in. Lug bar over for a triple. That's going to help bring this stack down. Level 31 now. Cobra right on Iball's heels. Same line count. Less than a 20,000 point lead. Iball's board was getting up way high. He's trying to open up that right side. Tetris for Cobra. B80, but C09 for Iball. Cobra now in the lead and gets a Tetris. So does Iball, though. D93 for Cobra. Cobra with a 100,000 point lead, 35 lines to go. So this is basically a Tetris difference. And Iball is gambling here, trying to set up, and the bar comes and he gets a Tetris, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. He is going to top out, and Cobra is good in game number 4, and we are going to a decider. And yeah, in celebration of Cobra's victory, look at that. He grew up right in front of our eyes, guys. Wow. Hold on. Stars are tied 2-2 with 21 seconds left. No way. Oh, wait. Whoops. That's the wrong button. It was a fake countdown. FBAA17. FBAA17. Thank you, Tyler. We have corrected a great injustice now. All right, FBAA17, both players are ready. It's decider time. Iball and Cobra, let's get him started. And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The winner is going to move on to the top 8 and take on Meme, assuming Meme is like still awake. This is taking a long time today. It's only like midnight for me. No, it's 11, right? I think Meme is Central Time. I think. Where Meme Central Time? You're still here? All right. Thank you, Meme. Oh, yeah, this is a reverse decider, right? Tetris Cobra 122, 138 for Iball. The Vit's filled in for Cobra. Now he's looking for the bar to get that Tetris. Little S flat there for Cobra. All right, Cobra going to open up, get a Tetris. 220, 256 for Iball. Oh, that clicking noise. Yeah, it's the wire on the headset. Sorry. It's like, sorry about that. And it's also the headset. It's like there's like a little bit of a point on the headset where there's tension, but maybe I can get some graphite lubricant or something to. Yeah, it's weird. It's 378 Iball, 316 for Cobra. Yeah, all right, listen, as I touch the headset and like squeeze it around, you can kind of hear it. $400 Iball, 362 Cobra. Oh, the Kooky is here. Guafi is here. All the stars are here. Tetris Cobra 437. And Iball 492. So the line's tied basically right now. Tetris for Iball 538 through 109. It's good pace. But that's going to slow down a little bit. Get that well covered. It keeps piling more on that column 10. 4 more lines of burning needed. All right, some good adjust there for Iball. He's open. Has to block. Uncovers again. Long bar down. Tetris. Iball 571. And a 597 transition for Iball. Pretty good. 561 for Cobra. Still, I mean, also pretty good. There's a Tetris Cobra 614. Iball gets one 671, level 20. So about 80 lines to go is what they will have before level 29 kicks in. It's crazy. You know, when you look at this speed, it's just crazy to think that this isn't the fastest speed, you know? For a lot of years it was. This was the fastest speed that was really playable. And now, level 29, people are like, yep, no problem. Consistent Tetrises. Tetris Cobra 816, 868 for Iball. Another Tetris for both. 900,020 for Iball. All right, little spin there for Iball. That is going to help. A tuck gets Tetris ready. Tetris for Cobra. Tetris Iball. So Iball ahead 53,000 points. It's about a Tetris and a half. Tetris is here on 25. We're 31,200. Is that right? That went to 26. Lukuki impressed by that spin, but what is that, like 2 frames? There's plenty of time, Lukuki. It's like nothing. I don't know. How many frames is it? You're impressed over how stupid it looked. It did look stupid. B07 for Iball, A29 for Cobra. What's up, Spida? How's it going? All right, we are into 29 for Iball. He gets a Tetris. He's at B94 now. They're same line count. Iball ahead 80,000 points. It's really about 2 Tetrises. You know, a little less than 2 Tetrises. Tetris Iball C43. Cobra's board climbing. Needs a bar for a bail and does not get it. That is going to be a top out for Cobra. That means Iball will be moving on to the round of 8 to take on Meme. Cobra GG's, you're doing better before I change your picture. So maybe I should change it back. You feel like Iball always plays deciders? Yeah, a little bit. Yes, indeed. A CTWC semis rematch. All right, let's go ahead and run ad real quick. I'm assuming players are still awake. Seems very late for some reason to me. Not used to these 11 p.m.s. All right, so it's going to be goodbye 11, hello 6. And goodbye 6, hello 3. That's pretty quick. It's pretty good, quick changeover, right? I watch these other shows and they're like, all right, guys, you know, we got to change matches here. It's like 10 minutes. So look at that. Boom. Easy. CTM. Vanna White would be proud. Yeah, where is this part on the... There's like a part that's squeaking and it's annoying me. And now you. Hear that? It's horrible. All right, let's fix these cams up. Players, I'm going to go ahead and give you pieces. You can take a moment if you need it, but you probably want to get it over with. Anyway, GG's Cobra, if you're still around. Appreciate you. Good luck in the subsequent months that you play this event. Player one game is 6, right? So we're going to copy the transform. We're going to paste the transform, and hopefully it'll be on stencil. All right, it's better. Let people cook? I mean, let me cook, right? What about me? Don't I get to cook ever? Why do they always get to cook? Let me cook. What's my favorite thing to cook, Vandy? Yeah, I don't know. What is my favorite thing to cook? Let's see. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite thing. You know, I'll make whatever. I'll make whatever. What's up, Huff? All right, let me refresh both these players because I think we're a little frozen here. Yeah, Huff, Jesus. It's all your fault. Blame Huff. All right, Meme just patiently waiting. And he's just got, this guy's reaching, you know? It only happens when I play CTM. What is that? Why is that? Why did the view count go from like 110 to 90 in a second? Did anyone else see that? I don't know. Resetting the router again. You think it's, yeah, Cobra fans leaving? Probably. It instantly goes red. It does. I think Iball might be getting hacked. Someone clearly does not want him to play CTM. What's the prognosis on this internet? Would you guys prefer to reschedule like on some other bracket? Or Iball usually does not have the best availability though. That's the problem with Iball, really. He's like bad internet and bad flexibility. So it's like not the best. But then again, we made Meme sit for an hour. Meme, you get a vote. You get a vote here if you want to. What do we have available? We don't. Yeah, we do have. I could squeeze a match in, but it would have to be at like 8 p.m. Central Time. It's fluctuating between red and green. It would have to be after the Mega Dasters Peak Geek Eliash. You can make it work. What do you mean make what work? Make the scheduling work? Yeah, if it's not reliable right now, I mean, it's going to take way longer. You can't do this weekend. Could you do? You can't do tomorrow. Could you do tomorrow? Like tomorrow night? Does that count as the weekend? You can't play tomorrow. Okay. Let's see if we can try to get it in. It's not NTC for the win because that would have its own problems. Hotspot? Hotspot did work. I mean, it doesn't even have to happen this weekend, to be honest, but because we might be good. All right. Refresh. I will refresh. All right. There he is. We got broccoli cut, knees, Polish flag, hot dog curtains. We got the whole thing. You set the bitrate to an unfathomably low number. Yeah, don't worry about it. Only one person in chat cares about your bitrate. All right, players. The pieces are here. We're just going to use them. What's up, Kingsman? Kingsman is like NTC for the win, as if it's like not an option. Like I don't have the ability. It would only like he's like Smug King. That would only be Smug King if like it were proprietary to you. But anybody can use it. So what's the Smug King about? All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on seat. Let's get them started before the internet kicks in. 3-1 Tetris, Meme, and Iball. Top 8. The winner goes to the semifinals in 3-2-1 Tetris. I don't have the knowledge. I mean, like, you can literally just use it. Like, what do you mean the knowledge? What knowledge is there? The knowledge? It's such difficult knowledge. Boy, that knowledge is so hard to come by. Tetris is right. It says CTM using NTC, Nestris Champs, the renderer there, the whatever would be weird. And Tetris would cry. Nobody wants to see CTM using Nestris champs, right? If I can get if I get seed checker abilities and hurts an input display, I will consider it. If that's in there, I'll consider it. I mean, it would look good, and it would be great to have stats, and it would be great to have this layout be really consistent, and I wouldn't have to worry about stencil. I mean, that would be the end of an era, right? If I didn't have to worry about stencil. Short Sword likes Tetris rate. I don't care about Tetris rate because you just look at the scores, I guess. I don't know. Point difference is nice, but I like doing the math. Oh, anyway, we have a match. It's Meme and Iball, and on the left side of your screen, Meme, seed number 3. Meme defeated Oscar in the round of 16 to get here to the top 8. She qualified in with a 1.67. That was the average of her best 2 played in 1 hour. Iball is up near the top of the screen. He gets a triple to bring this down, and it looks like he's got a path out of this. Guafi, oh, you are banned. Anyway, Meme from the United States of America has a PB of 3.2 million. She's one of the game crashers. Her PB is top 5 on the overall NES Tetris leaderboard. 5th ranked DAS player in the Premier Poll. PremierPoll.com. Dirty Tetris Iball. Meme was in the top the top 2 of CTWC this year. A finalist, and on her way to those finals, Meme defeated Iball. That's right. Her current opponent to get there to those finals. Meme has had a great record in regional tournaments. Has won them in Minnesota, Detroit, Genesis, Kansas City, Milwaukee, and has been in the finals of Philadelphia as well. She was 3rd in the Jonas Cup last year and was on a semifinal team in the team relay event at the Jonas Cup, along with Huffaluffagus, who was her playing partner. 434 for Meme, 429 for Iball. Meme was also the runner-up in Pumpy Heart's one-day tournament. Played against Blue Scooty in that. Overall, a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, 3-time Mega Masters player. On the right side, Iball. Yeah, Iball made it. Into CTWC's top 4. Was a finalist in CTM in May of this year for the first time. 521 Iball, 473 Meme. Iball seed number 6 from Canada. Qualified in with a 1.56 million, PB of 4.75 million. That's a top 20 score, ranked 7 in that Premier Poll. Iball into 19 at 569. Or not in there at 569, but it was currently at it when I started that sentence. 545 entry for Meme. I think Meme had the advantage at the 19 transition. Iball is a former Challengers and Futures Circuit winner. He was a runner-up in CTWC Canada. That was in Montreal last year. Great time was had. I was there. It's one of the few regionals that brought Vandy on as a commentator. And, you know, I think they got their money's worth, you know. Stream all day. Contribute to whatever. I did a good job. I think I did a good job. 680 for Meme, 783 for Iball. I mean, it's streamed the whole time, like all billion hours of it. Iball, another kind of dig here. Unfortunately, the thing that I'm best at has no market value whatsoever. That's a problem. 766 for Meme, 802 for Iball, who remains ahead, but also ahead in lines. Iball is a 3-time gold bracket player in CTWC and a 3-time Mega Masters player as well. Also played regionals in Columbus. Wow. 902 for Iball, 862 for Meme. GT Ace in the chat. Look at all the speedrunners coming out of the woodwork. I appreciate your taking time out of your bounty chase. People, I watched the what is that? Oh yeah, perfect clear. I watched the Cosmic video on what's happening in SMB, and I didn't realize people were mad at the bounty. But I got to admit, it's a little bit of a weird way to do a bounty. A51 for Iball. It's like, oh, here you go. Here you go, Nifsky. Here's a nice table and some money. Like, it's so hard to get the world record. A92 for Iball, A97 for Meme. It's like if we did a bounty from now to the end of the year, whoever has the Tetris score world record, and it's like, all right, well, you're just giving dog stuff for free because no one else is going to get a 30 million. B40 for Iball, CO5 for Meme. He didn't have the record when it was announced. All right. Well, you made a point there. Oh, no, Iball. This. Oh, and he gets a bar over what? Crazy, but no, he's not going to be able to survive that. An effort was made. It was a good one, but not good enough. Meme is good in game number 1. That desk is nice, I'll tell you that. That woodworking desk, that custom one-of-one desk, it's real nice. Maybe I got to go for that Mario world record. I could use a desk. All right, that's it. I'm on the grind. I'll get it by the end of the year. Mari with the raid, party of 12. Thank you, Mari. I'm going for the SMB one world record. All right, this is Iball's ceremonial 100 lines on 29 between every game, even though his internet could crap out at any moment. So this is Iball's thing. So, you know, like Sidnev's got that one push down point. Iball's got the 100 lines on 29 in between every game. What? It's just a harmless fun. Doesn't hurt anyone. B208B0. He does not understand. See? No one understands. Will you just play Tetris? All right. I have a stream in the morning. Let's go. God, it's like herding cats. Holy mackerel. All right. There's a lot of B's and 8s, but they got them right. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Game number 2, Meme is up 1-0. Iball looking to exact a little revenge for that 2025 CTWC semifinal. I think I am going to go to CTWC in 26. Maybe my last one. Tetris meme at 68,000. Tetris Iball 48,000. GB Toast with the raid. Party of 2. Come for CTWC. Stay for Warp Zone. I don't even know what that is. Oh wait, is Warp Zone the that's the SMB1 event? That is what it's called. I forgot what the name of it was. Is that what it is? Yeah, it is. Okay. It was good. 138 for meme, 117 for Iball.
We prefer doing things our own way.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 189 for meme. She's going to get a Tetris 212, 209 for Iball. Yeah, I like once we get into the top 16, and especially in the Masters event, we actually get to say the line. Taskmasters of the matches do not last long enough. And certainly when it's like 2 match streams, they don't last long enough. So this is, now I'm in my element, feeling good. $300,000 Iball, 283 for meme. I mean, how much more time is there to save? I mean, there's like a tiny little teeny sliver, right? I think I'm going to go to CTWC 2026 if I can do it. 12 frames. 13 frames. It's so sick. It's 11 now. What are you guys gonna do when it's like 0? Are you just gonna try to equal it, or you be like, I can never do that, or like, what are you gonna? I mean, are people gonna go on a big grind just to tie a record, like 345 meme? We'll switch to warpless or something. I don't know. Like, what do you do? 421 Eyeball, 368 Meme. I guess, yeah, run other categories. Or try to break the game in some other way. They can finally play the sequel. Yeah, you cannot play SMB2 unless you get a perfect run of 1. 460 for Meme, 490 for Eyeball. Well, 2J, right? I mean, even I knew something was up. Like when I was a kid and SMB2, like the US version came out, I'm like, this is not Mario Brothers. Like, this is not the same game. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same game, but I knew something was up. Like, this did not seem right. And then when 3 came out, I was like, yeah, this is the real, you know, this is better. Little did I know that SMB2 Japan was the real SMB2. Tetris Ryball 605, 10 lines to go, gets another Tetris 528, 577 for Meme. Just a few lines to go until level 19. That speed is going to increase by 50%. Meme is in at 601. Assuming Eyeball survives the next 6 lines, will be a double 600K transition. SMB2 is your favorite? I mean, it was definitely had more complexity, but it didn't, you know, it didn't have any of the characters from, or didn't feel like it had any of the characters from the original. And I'm like, killing a frog or a toad or whatever, and like, where's Bowser? Why didn't he get resurrected? 685 for Meme, 705 for Eyeball. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but it didn't feel like it. Tetris Eyeball 760, 765 Meme. So 7 lines apart, 5,000 points apart. Tetris for Eyeball. They didn't have Bowser in 2, not in the US 2. The Doki Doki Panic one. Yeah, some frog named Wart, which is fine, but SMB was your favorite? Yeah, I mean, SMB 3 was your favorite? Yeah, that is the best one. I mean, I don't know, best, whatever. I mean, they're SMB 1 and 3 are really good. And SMB 2 is good in its own way, but it's not a Mario game, in my opinion. Which doesn't count for anything, except to me. 872 for me, 934 Eyeball. Tetris Meme 968. Eyeball has got the max. Little adjust for the square. I mean, how do you adjust for that? Crazy. Mojo Monkey says it did influence a lot of later Mario games, though. Well, yeah, it also influenced Moodoos, who has that little shy guy as an avatar on Twitch, so that's important. Talvit with the sub, 15 months overall. Thank you, Talvit. Both players have max now. Tetris Eyeball B05. He's got the 1.1. Meme with the A74. There's another one. She has got the 1.1. Tetris Eyeball C11. Meme is in at B80. Eyeball looking for one last Tetris before 29 and gets it. C47 entry. Another Tetris Iball. Good burn there for Meme. He's in good shape here. Good board, burnable. Takes a burn. Reestablishes. Yeah, just a great board here and stacking for droughts to survive. Iball going to top out at D27. So target for Meme is D28. You got plenty of time. The long bar here would clinch it, and that is going to do it. Meme, you are good. In game number 2. In fact, there is a D on the screen. Bro, I'm geeked. Freak. He's geeked. So Meme got a 1.4 on 33, so she's going to mull in a little bit. That's okay. You get one. If Iball can do a 29 start for 100 lines, you can mull in a little. Four, 3, 3D, 2E. Those are the next pieces. Feels like I'm watching CTWC again. Give me new content, bro. Well, GTA's get in there. Get in there. You can take over for Iball. Let's see it. Get on Stencil. Start streaming Tetris. Become the content. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, Meme up 2 games to none. Iball got a win to stay in. Let's go 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You won't be Iball's partner in the speedrunner pro-am, right? Where we get a prominent Tetris player, like a really good Tetris player, and then a prominent speedrunner. We'll just get different speedrunners in. They can embarrass themselves at Tetris. Like, they play the hardest games in the world at the highest level, and then they just look horrible at Tetris. I love that when that happens. I love that. There is a giveaway that has been triggered in the chat. Viewer Fake gifted a CTM Throwback Bear Tribute Can Glass. Type join in the next 3 minutes for a chance to win. So type join in the chat. I'm going to join on behalf of Meme and Iball. And if I win it, I'm going to gift it to one of them. We have confirmed that you do not have to use exclamation points to win these because I didn't and I won. 116 for Meme, 95,000 for Iball. So I'm going to join on behalf of these 2 players. So if I win, then one of these 2 can have it. If I can only give it to one of them, I know. Meme typed join. Do not type in the chat. Do not throw a game for a click glass. Oh no, come on, no. I would feel so guilty. Oh, the spin tuck. Oh, it didn't spin. All right, Rhubarb, you're joining on behalf of Meme, and I'll join on behalf of Iball, all right? How about that? All right, get in there. Type join in chat. All right, they are basically tied, like one line apart or whatever, but they are basically tied. This is a late stream, Kip. Indeed it is. It is. And I'm very warm. I mean, don't worry, Rhubarb. It's rigged so you don't win anyway. Branches Jade said, I was just explaining to my roommates how one time Meme stopped playing to join a giveaway in a match. In a match point. It's the longest 3 minutes ever. What the heck? And it's the King to Kid. Didn't you already win one? Oh, man. I think you've won before. That's fine. You can win multiple times. All right, you won. Congrats. Click on the link to redeem it. Thank you to the person. Viewer fake. Appreciate that. 318 for Iball. 333 for Meme. You've never won anything in your life? Oh, man. The first thing I ever won, I did not receive. It was like, it had to be, it was mid 80s because I was still like young enough to care about like He-Man or something, you know, like, this is a kind of a core memory and experience actually. But they did a, like, one of the gums, it was like Hubbub, no, it was like Bubble Yum Bubble Gum, did a thing where if you like, it, like you would open the gum and individually wrap pieces of gum, and you would win like a bunch of like He-Man toys, which I loved all the He-Man toys. Like I had a bunch of them, and you would win like a whole bunch of them. And I won. Like I actually got, I can picture the wrapper right now. Like what it looked like. It was like white and blue and pink lettering on it. You won. So I was going to win a bunch of these toys, and I gave it to my mom to redeem it. And I, you know, months and months went by and I never got anything. And she admitted she lost it. And I never got the stuff that I'd won. And that was a little bit of a core experience, actually. Tetris for Meme, 579 for Meme, 580 for Iball. It was pretty sad. I gotta admit, I still a little sad thinking about it. You know, those like really young, really early experiences, like they hit you for no reason. You know, it's like, yeah, I was like 46 years ago. Like you think I would be over it by now. Iball with the adjust and then the recovery. Very nice. Tetris for Iball, 667, 660 for Meme. So we got a tight one. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that big a deal, but, you know, you get these formative experiences. 747 Meme, 752 for Iball. Yeah, Iball 30,000 points ahead. Iball skimming down. I mean, Meme skimming down. Iball, Tetris. I guess someone's always skimming down, so you can... Pretty much always accurate to say. All right, 882 meme, 913. The tuck there for Iball. Crazy. All right, this is pretty tough here for Iball, but of course we've seen him get out of worse. That's crazy down stacking here in survival for Iball. Makes it look routine. Meme has been able to catch up a little bit though. There's a nice triple for Iball. Still fighting. He's got 12 lines to go until 29 hits. You do not want to be up this high when 29 hits. He's going to uncover, make room for the square. Covers. All right. Once one. Oh, there's a skim in the Tetris for Iball. 980 just in time for 29. He keeps the lead, at least the real-time lead. Meme going to leapfrog him, though, and get the Tetris. Iball going to hang a bar on the left side. Not fixable. Iball is going to top out, and Meme is good in game number 3. Meme is going to take it with a sweep. Iball, as always, plays out of his mind. Really one of the most entertaining players to watch. One of the most skilled players in daring. But it is going to be Meme making it through, who is also a skilled and exciting player. But, you know, you got to praise the person who lost, make them feel good. So you already feel good. You won. So if you don't get praised as the winner, it's okay. You see what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? Did he say skibbity Tetris? I don't know what that means. What do you mean? What does that mean? All right, Meme going for another rollover. And I forgot to report this. So, Meme beat Oscar. Was it 3-0? Was it 3-0? It was a sweep. Was it a sweep against Oscar? I think so. Oscar. Yeah, it was, of course. I mean, not of course, but I don't remember it being anything else. So, all right, Meme Tetris. Trying to keep this open. Look, I mean, she's just bonkers. Oh, no, the hang. Doesn't matter. Are you using original or pad? Yeah, show controller. Show controller. Show controller. You want to see. Show wires. You got to show wires. Oh, no. She doesn't want to show. What is she hiding? What is she hiding? You're using original? All right, that's fine. All right, GG's Iball. Fun as always. Always a pleasure to stream you, except for your internet and your incessant 29 starts in between games. But other than that, it's a pleasure. And then Iball versus Cobra was a decider. And then this one was a not decider. The exact opposite of a decider. A sweep, in fact. Well, thank you, Meme, for getting us out of here on time. All right, first of all, we don't have a meme image, so you're the winner. Oh, wait, yeah, you are. There you are. Good. Look, you're a winner. You won the bracket. Where's player one cam? Here we go. You are a winner. Congrats. Production value off the charts. Yes, indeed. Well, she went offline real fast. So am I supposed to? We're supposed to, you know, kind of relish the victory. But she's like, no, I'm out of here. It's too late. Going to sleep. Bye. Anyway, our first semifinalist is Meme out of the red bracket. That's pretty good. Tomorrow, we've got more Tetris for you. And that is going to be 11 a.m. tomorrow. So that's basically 11 hours from now. Mega Daster is going to be a round one match. Tegamek versus Hidari. Top 32. Looking forward to that. Tawny. Violet versus Tawny. And then right after that will be another Mega Dasters solo match. Ian Keith versus Tugi. Then we'll take a little break. And then we'll do Masters Orange and Yellow. It's going to be Miles versus Tristop, winner versus Dog. That's at 4 p.m. Texas time, which is 21 UTC. And then after that, it's going to be Mega Dasters. This is like all-day Tetris, guys, pretty much. That's going to be Peak versus AV Geek, winner versus Eliash. Really good commentary. Thank you, Uzzy T. Well, thank you. That's, you know, it's so rare that I hear somebody say something nice. You know, it's nice. See, Jungle Cook says, I see Vandy getting a lot of participation trophies. That's not nice. But Uzzy T said something nice. So thank you, Uzzy T. Appreciate that. Classic Tetris is in the chat over at YouTube. I missed that. Oh, thank you, Chen. Appreciate that. Okay, that is it. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a lot to do tomorrow. All day Tetris tomorrow. Take care, YouTube. Oh, I got to thank people. Credits. Here are the credits. Here are the credits. Ready? We're rolling credits. So who did we have? All right. We had follows. It's just oh, it's only Sharky. Bowles, Wildman, Ives, Jamin, Marlboro, Diffix, A. May, subs and resub, Mentis, Evan J, 201003, Talvit, Raids from Pixelandy, Tetris Wars, Mari, and GBTOS. Thank you. All right. Prize pool. Thank you for everybody who contributed to the prize pool during the stream. That was nobody. We're still stuck at $1,333.96. Come on. Even $5, $10. Somebody. We got to make progress tomorrow. All right. It's the law. But anyway, thanks everybody who's contributed so far. Patrons, yes, thank you. Scott Gray, Jay in the window, Kane attacking, Corporal Shelby, Troy, NKM, Rogue, Potato, Kaka, Java, D, Jason, Sonny Jr. Everybody else, thank you so much. Meme is in the top 4, yes, indeed. And okay, YouTube, see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Sharky. Hello, Sharky. Goodbye, Sharky. Hello, goodbye. And then Twitch. We're going to find someone for you to watch